This is Freethought Hall, the national office of the Freedom from Religion Foundation in Madison, Wisconsin. And you can see the front part there on the left was the original old building, the two-story building that we were in for 25 years. But then in 2015, we added on this other section, this 5-story section on the back. We expanded and quadrupled our space. And we're going to take you inside to see all the different departments and all the different floors of Freethought Hall. Now notice in the entryway here, there are all these tiles from different donors who contributed to the building. Inside we have a photograph of Ann Nickel-Gaylor, the principal founder. That's her in the 1970s. Replicas of some of our statues. There's Clarence Darrow. And here is the Ms. Forward statue, which is a replica of the statue in front of the Wisconsin State Capitol. And on this side of the first floor, we have admin. Sadie, do you mind saying hi? What's your official title?
I am the Events and Outreach Coordinator here at FFRF. So I oversee all of our events, including the annual national convention, and then I also oversee our chapters.
And then over to Bella, who is HR. Bella puts up a riddle here every week, I guess. So who usually wins the riddle prize?
Normally it is everyone that's right around me because they see when I put the riddle out in the morning, so it's kind of cheating.
Maybe the most important job in the whole organization is our bookkeeper, Eleanor.
I make sure the books are kept.
Very good. That's what a bookkeeper does. A bookkeeper makes sure the books are kept. And here we have the Wall of Immortals. These are people who have put FFRF in their wills. They're going to live forever, at least as long as this building exists. Amit Paul is our Director of Communications.
I either review or write pretty much everything that goes out under the Freedom from Religion Foundation's name.
And Amit and I were privileged to go to India 2 years ago on a tour of all the rationalist sites of that country, which was a pretty amazing tour. PJ Slinger. He is the #1 editor here at the Freedom from Religion Foundation. We have the same sense of humor, which means kind of like dad jokes, you know. Did I tell you the dad joke? How do you know if a joke is a dad joke? It's apparent. The Blanche Fern reception room. Blanche Fern was an early supporter of FFRF back when we had like 2,000 members. We have legal meetings in here and sometimes board meetings. This dining room table is the table that the Freedom from Religion Foundation started on in Ann Gaylor's dining room. This is around the year 1900, and that is our building right there. This is Freethought Hall. That's just a 2-story house, and that window there is the doorway we just came through. And this wall here is the original outer wall of the house before this front section was added on. Oh, Ryan is as part of our FFRF Action.
I'm the state policy manager, so I handle lobbying and guarding against legislation in states across the country.
And we have Hirsch and Nancy and Kyle. So tell us what all you do.
So I'm a legal fellow, so I help out with our litigation work, policy work, all sorts of different things.
We're very, very, very busy these days.
Hopefully suing and not being sued, right?
That's the preference, yes.
So is this hard work or fun work, or how would you categorize it?
It's a little bit of both. It's fun in the sense that I get to share an office with these two fine folks, and it's hard in the sense that we cry a lot in here.
This says we can come in. Hello. So what are you working on now?
Right now I'm working on the media response to the Supreme Court cases that we're expecting to hear decisions on this month.
Where's Greta? Is Greta in? Oh, here's Greta. So you do all the hard work here, and then the attorneys get all the credit. Is that how it goes?
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. Yeah.
Now, Mickey's here. Mickey's here just briefly. He lives in Oklahoma. We've had a lot of issues out of Oklahoma these days, haven't we?
Yeah, it's been very busy lately, but we're thankful for FFRF helping uphold that constitutional principle of the separation of church and state.
Sammy Lawrence is one of our attorneys here. Tell us what you do.
I write advocacy letters, cease and desist letters in response to the many reports of constitutional violations we receive every year, and I really try to resolve issues without us having to go to court and litigate.
And Patrick Elliott is our legal director. Tell us briefly, what is the funnest and the hardest thing about your job?
I mean, the fun part, well, I don't know if it's fun. The most rewarding part is helping people who are having problems with, usually religion in their schools, religion in their government, and seeing the reactions and feedback actually is helping people. So I think that's really a rewarding part of the job. The difficult part is, it's nonstop. We're necessary. Our job is necessary, and we'd hope that wouldn't be the case, but we're definitely working hard to address state church issues across the country, and I think our members and the public appreciate that. So that helps employees to know that that we're actually appreciated.
How are the plaintiffs injured in many cases?
Well, usually, there's some adult or teacher or coach pushing religion, trying to engage them in prayer, trying to engage them in religious practices that child, doesn't at home, doesn't on their own personal time. And so it's really the coercive nature of the school environment that influences a lot of these families to come to us and seek help and try to stop that and try to protect their constitutional rights.
Well, you first got acquainted and heard about us when you were in college here at the University of Wisconsin, right?
Yeah, I saw you, Dan, debate, and I was Christian, I was religious at the time. I saw you debate a Christian apologist, and I left that meeting thinking that, that you were on the wrong side of it, but that prompted the wheels turning and me, learning more about religion, learning more about state church separation, and then a few years later, I end up coming here and working.
And the third floor includes my office. If you'll notice the sign that Annie Laurie put above my door years ago when I was the only man upstairs. And then our IT department is two very talented people. You're IT assistant. What is your title?
I can't say because it's really, really long.
Oh, it's really long?
Yes, something to do with IT and web.
Here's Scott Nickelbein. He's our IT director since when?
Since November of 22. I also do data analysis for FFRF. So, for instance, our big membership survey last year, I ran all of the analysis on that.
So the next office here is kind of awkward because the next office is our producer's office, and our producer, Leo, is behind this camera right now. So what are we going to do? You want to hand the camera off to Isabel, go into your office, and let's pretend like I'm just walking in and surprising you here.
Sure. Oh, hello. What a surprise to see you here, Dan. I am the one who makes sure that our Freethought Matter show, which we just wrapped up for the season, our Ask an Atheist show, and our Freethought radio show all happen on time and with interesting guests. And right now we are in the midst of redesigning our studio, so we got some changes in the works in our multimedia department that I'm very excited about right now.
Hey, there's Bruce. We're on camera, Bruce. How long have you been doing this with FFRF?
About 8 years.
And before that?
I worked at public television for 30 years.
Wow, and so you've seen a lot of changes, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. It's impossible to describe in less than 2 hours. This is the control room. Contains a video switcher and large audio board and all sorts of processing gear.
So here we're coming up to the top floor, the fourth floor, which is our actual meeting room. It's an actual hall at Freethought Hall, but it's multi-purpose, and from week to week it changes. Right now, there's just a temporary studio set up so that we can redesign downstairs. You can see this beautiful piano that Diane Uhl actually donated the money for this piano. And it's a Steinway Model A. It ain't necessarily so. This cupola is just a little nothing space for fun. People come up here to have lunch or to have conversations or just to get away. And from here, actually, we have a view of the Wisconsin State Capitol, a part of the Capitol. Let's see what's down here. And by the way, I'm proud of the fact that this is 13 steps, a good number for a non-superstitious group. And here we are down on the third floor. And this room used to be the original attic of the old building, which we raised the roof and turned it into our Freethought Hall library. But our special security officer who is guarding this library is Charles Darwin himself. Here's Charles, and this is his actual height. Charles Darwin was made by Sam Wheatley, and Michael Cermak bought it from him so that we could put it permanently here in Freethought Hall. So he's still thinking. He's coming up with this next great idea that's going to change the world. He still hasn't come up with it yet, but give him some time. And by the way, here's the beautiful quilt that was donated to FFRF, which we finally have enough wall space to hang it. It was really amazing. It shows the church, shows the state, it shows, it looks like some Capitol buildings and schoolhouses and such. From the street level, it's a basement, but from this level, it's an exposed area, work area, which is our shop. When people order a book or a CD or a bumper sticker, or what do we have here? T-shirts?
Mugs, keychains, buttons, lapel pins, and a lot of other things.
And you do all the packing and the mailing here.
People think it's some big operation, but it's usually just me.
So here we basically just have storage. And it's important because if you buy books in quantity, you get a better discount. So we can buy a lot of books. And as a nonprofit, we're not in the business of making money, but we do want to make our products affordable for members. And that ends our brief tour of Freethought Hall. We thought you would enjoy seeing a little bit of the inner workings of a nonprofit and non-profit organization.